Hello everyone, welcome back to Uri Design Studio. This video is extra special because it's an inspiration from one of our amazing subscribers. She reached out and said that she was having a hard time crocheting this lamb from this crochet kit. So I'll be unboxing this kit, giving you my honest opinion and showing you how you can work through the parts that I found that it was the trickiest, especially the body. I find that the body was hard just because it was worked with the chenille yarn and it was a lot of decreases and increases and it's hard to see the stitches. I will also share with you helpful tips that will make it easier for you to create this beautiful lamb. Plus, I created an image graphic to help you with the body portion. You will find the link in the description box. I got this for $9.99 at my local craft store, Michael's. You can order online. It's by Loops and Thread. It brings everything you need. A yarn needle, a stitch marker. In this case, this kit brings two different sizes of crochet hooks because we're going to be using two different kinds of yarn. Some poly fiber. You are going to be needing scissors, and let's open it. And that's this yarn. It's good for the size of the hook, and it has this yarn that is thicker for this crochet hook. It has white and more of this. This probably is for the accents, the little details. And so let's start.
Uri Designs, unique expressions.
Advanced kit level, it's the first kit that I get that is advanced. So let's see how it goes. Make sure you read all the instructions before you start. Abbreviations are very important because you get familiar with the terms that you're using for every single instruction. It's very important that you get familiar with it. And here at the bottom, they're explaining all the stitches in detail. And they go step by step with all the instructions. They give you a diagram, which helps a lot. I really like the way they explain everything. It's very clear and easy to follow. Step one is the body, and I'm very glad because this is the hardest part, I believe. The yarn to use for the body is the chenille yarn. It's going to be a little hard for you to see the stitches. I'm going to try my best to explain. I created this graphic that's going to help a lot. And we're going to be marking as we go all the stitches that we made for the rows. They ask you to do a border, and they're asking you to do 34 stitches around to do the border. If by any reason you need to stop, make sure you have a piece of paper handy. Write it down, which row you stop, put a stitch marker so you can come back to it because you're not going to be able to see where you left because it's not going to be easy to see the stitches. Let's get started. A slip knot and 2 chains. What I'm going to try to do with this project, in particularly using this yarn, I'm going to try to do my stitches a little bit looser so I can find them. Okay, so that's 2 chains. It says to do 2 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Don't count this, it's gonna be here. The other one is here somewhere. I feel it right here. So I'm gonna do 2 single crochet in that little hole, which is the second chain from the hook. Okay, so that's your first row. You don't see the stitches, but you can feel it. You feel the stitches there. Okay, so it says to chain 1 and turn your work this way because you're gonna keep going like that, up and up. it says chain 1, 2 single crochet in each stitch across, total of 4. So it's going to be 2 in each of the single crochet you make. Let me bring my little graphic so you can see it. 4. Okay, so you're gonna do 2 in each, always making the increases at the ends. And these are the 2 ends in this case because it's only 2 stitches, so you're gonna be doing 2 here and 2 here, so a total of 4. I'm marking the stitches and rows I'm making. I turn around. Now I'm gonna do 2 in each, so it's gonna be 1, 2, and then you find the other one with your fingers and you do 2. Now we're going to mark row number 2 for 4 stitches. Now we're gonna do 3, we're gonna do 6. Okay, so we're gonna do chain 1, turn around. Again, we're gonna add 2 at the end, so that's 1. This is 2. That's the first increase made. And then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And the increase at the end. So that's 6. You see how it's coming along? It's already pointy here and wider. So we did row 3, 6. Now we're gonna go 4, and 4 is gonna consist of 8. 1 chain up, turn around, 2 at the end. We're gonna do 1 increase made, and 4 single crochet in the next stitches, and an increase at the end, a total of 8 stitches for round 4. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna oops, then let's do 5. Round 5, it's 10. Okay, so we're gonna go up 1, turn around, and increase, and then 6 single crochet in the next stitches, and increase, total of 10 stitches. Ending row 5, let's do row 6. Okay, so let's do chain 1 and increase, and then 8 single crochet in the next stitches, and an increase at the end. Now 7, 8, 9, and 10 are going to be 12 stitches. I'll meet you at the end of row 10. Okay, so I'm almost at the end for row 10. That was my 9th single crochet. It feels so soft. I love it. Okay, so that was 9. 10, 11, and 12. Okay, we finished row 10. Now we're gonna do row 11, and 11 is going to consist of 10 stitches. The instructions, it says 11 chain 1 and then single crochet 2 together, that's a decrease, and then 1 single crochet in each of the 8 following stitches, and then a decrease. So you're doing the opposite. Instead of adding 2 at the end right here, now we're gonna start reducing to 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. You do 2 decreases at the end, at the beginning and at the end. At the beginning, at the end, at the beginning, at the end. Okay, So let's do this. We're gonna do chain 1. We're gonna find where to put the stitch to do a single crochet. We're gonna pull it through, keep 2 loops in the hook, and then we're gonna do another one, pull it through, and then we're gonna complete all together. That was the first decrease. Now 6 single crochet in the next stitches. Now we're gonna do a decrease here. We don't finish it, we grab another one, and then we finish it. So you're kind of like shrinking it. I can tell already that it's shrinking. Let's do another row. Chain 1. We did 10 here. Now we're gonna do row 12, and it's going to consist of 8. Okay, so let's do the decrease first. We grab one, and then we grab another one, and then we pull it through. That's a decrease, and then we're gonna do 6. And decrease. It's drastically changing. Okay, so chain 1, we're gonna turn around. We're going to do 13. We're going to do 6 stitches. So decrease, 4 stitches, and a decrease. Let's get our graph. We're going to do row 13. We did this one. Now we're going to do 6 stitches. Decrease, and then 4 stitches, and a decrease. That was chain 1. We're going to do a decrease. That's the decrease, and then single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and the last one is the decrease. I love the way it's looking. Chain 1, turn around. Let's mark our little charge that we did 6 stitches already. We're gonna do 14. Chain 1. Turn it around, and a decrease. Okay, and then 2 stitches, and a decrease. Okay, and now row 15, chain 1, and decreases, 2 decreases. In my chart, I'm gonna do 15. We did already 4. We're gonna do 2 decreases right here. Chain 1, 2 decreases, total of 2 stitches. So now what they're asking is to do a border. So I'm going to go here, make 2 single crochet, and continue making single crochet in each row. What you're actually doing is putting 1 single crochet in each row, and at the ends you need to, instead of putting 1 single crochet in each stitch on the top, you need to put 2 increases. 12, 13, 14, and then here I'm going to do 15. I'm going to do 2 in the same, 16, 17. So what I recommend is to make 17 stitches on each side. I'm going to weave in the tail as well here, grabbing it on the back, and I'm going to continue making single crochet in each row. So remember, you do 2 increases on the top and on the bottom. But like I mentioned, better pace yourself and do 17 stitches on each side, a total of 34. Now I'm going to cut the yarn, leave a tail to weave at the end. Let me give you a tip. When working on the bottom, concentrate on making the same amount of stitches on each side. You're gonna start here by making increases and then go around and then return here with increases as well. But make sure that you do increases on the top as well, and then just space yourself in each row. The most important thing is that you get 34 stitches all around. So for the ear, we're going to be using this yarn, which is labeled here CB. Is the tan polyester yarn. I'm gonna make two. I already made one, and the way that they say to do it is to fold them here and then attach it to the head. So we'll be doing that at the end. But first, let me share with you how to follow the instructions. It's not complicated at all. It's going to be with the magic ring at the beginning and then making a chain and then single crochet 4 stitches, 4 single crochet in the ring, and then you're gonna be making increases. The first time you do 2 single crochet in each stitch, so it'll be 8, and then you start adding at the beginning, increase, then 2 single crochet, then increase 2 times, and then single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and at the end an increase 12 stitches in total, and so forth. You're gonna be adding to increase because it's going to be going wider, and then going back narrow, so you do decreases. So I like to show you how to do the decreases, and that's going to be all. For the tail, it's going to be much simpler, but it's the same concept with the magic ring and then making increases and decreases. And same concept for the head, the top of the head, the legs, and the arms. The top of the head, it's a little bit harder because it's with a chenille yarn, but it's very, very doable. To make the ear, you make a magic ring and you make single crochet in the magic ring, a total of 4. Closing the ring to start round 2. You make 2 single crochet in each stitch, a total of 8 for round 2, making sure you use your stitch marker to keep count of your rounds. For round 3, total of 12 stitches, following the increase, and then 2 single crochet, and then an increase 2 times, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then an increase. And then we're gonna continue working on the rounds with those increases until we finish round 6. I'll show you what to do with round 7 through 11. Now for round 7 to 11, a single crochet in each stitch around, and those needs to be 24 stitches each round. Okay, so we're gonna do 7 to 11, and I meet you at the end of 11 to start doing the decreases and finish the ear. So let's do the decrease now in round 12 and then the 8 stitches. Okay, so we're gonna take this out and do a decrease. The way to do a decrease is you yarn over and pull it through. Don't finish the single crochet yet. Do another stitch, yarn over, pull it through. Now you have 3 loops in the hook, yarn over, pull it all together. So you are actually decreasing here. Instead of having 2 stitches, you're doing just 1 stitch. That's how you do the decrease. gonna put a stitch marker here. This is the beginning of round 12, and it says to do now 8 single crochet in the next stitches. So that was 1, 2, 3, 8, another decrease, pull it through, not completely, don't finish the single crochet, get another stitch to pull through, 3 stitches in the loop, turn over and pull it through all 3 stitches. That's 1 decrease, and it says to do 2 decreases, so we're going to do another one. That's 2 decreases, and now it says to do a single crochet again. That was 1, 2, and for the last one to do a decrease. So you still have 2 loops only. That means you did it right. So that's a decrease right here. That's the last decrease for round 12. Okay, so you're gonna continue doing the same thing for all the rounds until you reach round 15 with 12 stitches. For round 15, you don't do decreases, you just do single crochet in each round. Okay, so now I'm in my round 15 on my last stitch. To complete the last stitch, and it's going to be 12 stitches all together. Okay, I'm going to just release this. Okay, so I'm going to finish round 15 fast enough. What I like to just do like a slip stitch here. Leave a long tail. That secures it more. And that's one ear. And this is the other ear. And for the top of the head, it's not complicated at all. It's just crocheting in rounds. The only thing is that with the chenille yarn, you cannot see the stitches, but it's very doable. And the legs are not hard at all, but let me share with you how to switch from the white yarn to the tan. The way to change color, very simple. Don't finish the last decrease, leave those 3 loops in the hook, putting the new yarn on top of the hook and pulling it through to finish that stitch. Okay, and now we're gonna do a single crochet in the next stitch to start round 7. We're gonna cut the yarn that we're not gonna be using anymore, the white one. Almost made the mistake to cut the wrong one. And then I'm gonna make 2 knots, grabbing the small tails that are here to secure it. It's something extra that I like to do always. And then you continue crocheting the leg round 7 to 16 with a tan yarn, and each round should be 9 stitches. Using the stitch marker to keep your counts right. Now let me share with you how I make a little bow. I'm going to make a slip knot, and then we're gonna make 2 chains, 1 and 2. We're gonna make 5 double crochet in the first chain, just 1, Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, and make 2 chains. Put your hook in the same space here. Make a slip stitch. Now we're going to repeat. We're going to do 5 double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make 2 chains and a slip stitch. And to complete, just make a chain and use the tail to wrap it around in the middle of the bowl. Just like this. And here you have it. Time to assemble and put it all together. This is going to be my guide. I attach everything else, but this part I wanted to share with you. I am using these pins to hold together the head and the top of the head. That way it's easier for me to stitch it together. I use this embroidery floss to attach all the parts. Now time to add the detail. I'm gonna follow the diagram as well. Using pins helped me a lot. I'm just marking where all my little details are gonna go. I know in the instructions it gives you a guidance, but to tell you the truth, until you don't put everything together and you don't see how the face looks, you cannot determine where everything's gonna go. So just do your own little design when it comes to those details in the faces. For the eyes, I'm going to be using the pins as a guide. I'm just trying to make it equal on both sides. So I'm counting all the stitches in between and at the same time making sure that I leave enough space between the eyes and the mouth. This is where you create your own little design. And your little lamb is gonna have its own personality. Inserting the needle from the back where the first pin is, leaving a tail to weave at the end. Then inserting the needle in the second one here. and going back at the bottom where you started. What you want to create is a U shape. Now if you feel more comfortable using pins for the lashes, let me show you how you can do that as well. For all these little lines for the lashes, make sure you insert the needle right here on top of the U shape. And going directly to the other eye from this one to make the U shape first and then the lashes. And yes, I decided to just do 3 eyelashes, so I went back to the first eye and remove one of them. You can try to make 4 eyelashes and see how it goes, but for me, it was much easier to do 3. It looked better. I think it's because this yarn is too thick. If you have black embroidery floss, you might as well and try to make these details with it. Unfortunately, I didn't have any. So let me share with you how to count your rounds in case you lost count. The way to count the rounds is always make sure that you count this side, because this is the side to know how many you already completed. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that means I'm on my 13th round.
Came out cute. I think so.
And that's it for today. A huge thanks again to my awesome subscribers that reach out. I know that this video is gonna help her and someone along the way to create this beautiful lamp as well. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, goodbye.